Good morning, and look what I've just made myself. A delicious pasta salad with mozzarella, cherry tomatoes, lettuce, watercress, cucumber, and I forgot to put the olives in, but there's not a lot of room left in there. Maybe I'll do that. I'll just put the lid on back for now, because I'm going to talk to you. The weather is really amazing. Look at that. I can actually feel warmth of the sun on my arms as I stand in my doorway here. It's the start of a brand new week here, and it's quite a significant week as well. Do you know why? Because already, and I can't believe how the time is flying, but already this is the last week of uni before study week. What? It's a bit like half term, but ours is a week later than our local schools. They are off this week. Our holiday is looming in the not too distant future, and I was sitting today eating my breakfast and I thought, are we supposed to check in online sort of now-ish? I don't know. You see, the booking's gone through my boyfriend's account this time. Normally I sort it out, but he did it this time, and maybe he's been getting emails about this, I don't know. So I've messaged him and said, do we need to check in online? And also, to do with holiday prep today, I have been messaging a online friend I've never met, but I've watched a lot of his vlogs over many years now, although he hasn't been uploading recently. Perhaps he'll be persuaded to pop one out in the near future. Anyway, he lives at the destination country where I am going fairly soon, so we have arranged to meet up, and he's going to take us on a little bit of a tour. We're going to have lunch together, meet his wife, and do a bit more touring, and then that's going to be a really, really nice day, so I'm very excited about that. I keep forgetting I've got Ready Breck. I went shopping yesterday in Asda, did a massive shop, and I had written Le Pack on my shopping list very diligently at the top, and when I came to copy it over neatly, because I like to rewrite it in sections, so I just see the chilled section and the fruit and veg section and so on and so forth. And when I did that, I forgot to add that flipping one word, Le Pack, or equivalent. I normally get the shop's own. Anyway, so now I didn't have enough butter type stuff to put on my corn cakes this morning, so I ventured out and had Ready Breck. And it was delicious, and I ate every mouthful, and I had fresh blueberries all over it, which were reduced to clear in Asda. I'd had my doubts, to be perfectly honest with you, because normally when I used to eat Ready Breck, I liked it with ice cold milk out of the fridge and a lot of sugar. Well, being conscious now about nutrition more than in those days, I decided to have it without sugar, so I just had Oatly barista milk and fresh blueberries, and it was delicious. Honestly, I was really surprised by how much I liked it. Right, today what have I got on? I have got 2 rehearsals basically, no lectures, but I've got to go in for 2 rehearsals. One is 2 hours, then I've got a lunch break. I've allowed myself up to an hour, but I probably won't use it all. Then I've booked a practice room for an hour and a half, I think, so I shall do some practicing and take breaks within that time as well. Got a lot of things on my practice list. Do you know, I didn't practice for 3 days. I was just trying to get odds and ends sorted before going on holiday. Yeah, so I've been trying to clear my workload. I'm still working on that. I've actually done some this morning. I was up at 7:20 this morning, but the clocks went back, so it was a bit like getting up at 8:20, but I felt very virtuous for getting up all that extra time earlier than I needed to, strictly. Anyway, right, I must stop wittering on, get my bags packed, and get out of the door. It's not raining, and I'm very happy about that. Do you like my new hat, by the way? Got it in Asda for £2 the other day, reduced to clear. I'm very pleased with it. It's lovely and snuggly. I got my bags, and I'm waiting for the train. It's due any minute. The first thing I'm doing on the train is checking my footage I filmed this morning on 2 different cameras, because when the clocks go back and forward, it causes havoc with my syncing between all my cameras, and I tend to use 3 or 4 per video, so there's quite a mixture of different clips on there. So if the time is set wrong on one of the cameras, it's a nightmare to sort it all out, so I'm going to just check now. Here we go. Yes, it's all right. If you look at the times there, see what you do is if you film on multiple cameras, you just do that, click on date modified, boom, and it starts. I have to do it twice because it does it in reverse order, and then it's all in the right order, and then I can just drag and drop it onto my editing timeline then, and it's all in the right order. I didn't know that when I first started editing. The first few, I was trying to flipping slot them all in by hand. It was ridiculous. In case you think I'm off my rocker swapping cameras, it's because they're good at different things, and so different cameras suit different shots better than other cameras, so that's why I do that. Part of lunch on the hoof, eating this as I walk to my rehearsal. Cheese and watercress. Oh, it's so good. I've run out of butter, so I just used mayonnaise instead, and it's actually quite good. Rehearsal is done, and it's coffee time, and I've only got 1 coffee bag with me. I forgot to replenish them, but luckily there was 1 left. Oh well, I have tea bags for later. Milk is still good. Kettle is on. Yeah, we had a nice rehearsal, and our teacher, for the 2nd time running, brought us a big bag of Welsh cakes, still warm from the market, to share before we started. So I'm not starving for my lunch yet, because I did have that roll as well. I'm not sure if the roll was lunch or second half of breakfast, to be honest. I don't tend to eat big breakfasts usually, as a matter of course. Anyway, I'm not hungry yet, so I'm going to go and practice and just find a room. And I'm hoping the sauna room is available, because I think everybody else hates that room because it's so hot, but I love it because it's so hot. Right, don't overfill it, Imo, because then it ends up being too hot. I reckoned these bits of cutlery were going surplus in my drawer at home, so I decided to just bring them in. So if I have any more cutlery emergencies like the day, I can use them, or if anybody else does, they can too. Aha, yes, I'm back in my sauna room again, so I'm pretty pleased about this. It's always empty so far. Actually, no, that's not true. Somebody was in here a little while ago. Anyway, I used my iPad in gamelan for reading the notation. And I think I better charge it up because I need this for a rehearsal in a few hours, and it'll be absolutely disastrous if the battery goes because I don't have a paper copy with me of the music. I'm going to do my scales warm up before I need that, luckily, so give it a chance to get some power. Sticky keys, or sticky pads I should say. You can hear it, it's going. I hate that. So I'm going to get a Rizzler paper and just blot it from underneath. Often works. You can get powdered papers, but you've got to think of them as antibiotics, like in a metaphor way, as opposed to analgesics. You only use it in emergency because there's a risk that the powder's going to make its way into the mechanism of the flute and do damage, cause ructions. But the powdered paper works really well. I've always got some in my bag. And cigarette papers for the flute pad cleaning. Right, I'm going to get on. Well, I last did an hour, so I did an hour's practice, sort of. I've been doing the scales, and also I've been working on some stuff for a gig I've got on Friday, which involves my dad, so I've had to learn some of his repertoire from scratch, so made a start on that. And I'm hungry now, so I'm having this. Well, some of it, I'm not going to eat all that in one go. Right, I've eaten, and I'm heading back up. Oh yes, my room is still free. I did wonder if somebody might have nobbled it while I was gone. It's 20 to 4 at the moment. I feel like I haven't given you very much of my attention today. I am very sorry. I've been awfully distracted with all this uni lark. The gamelan rehearsal was 2 hours, by the way. I didn't really tell you very much about that, really. Well, it was just kind of business as normal, really. It was lots of fun. Enjoyed it. Yeah, I did an hour of practice, and now I'm going to do some more practice till I've had enough, basically. My rehearsal is at 5, so I've got an hour and 20 minutes until that time. So I'm just going to practice. I've got a list of things to go through specifically, so I'm just going to start working my way through those, really, and try to take breaks and not play the whole time so I don't wear myself out for my rehearsal. For this one, I'm just practicing the tricky bits that I've underlined in red, so I know exactly which bits to go straight to, so it's a lot more time efficient now. I'm just not bothering to practice the easier bits this early in the week. I'll run through it before the rehearsal later in the week. It's 4:30 now. I've been practicing away, just very relaxed. I'm chilled out. I'm enjoying learning my pieces for my recital in September next year because there's no pressure, there's no rush. Really getting into the nitty gritty because these ones are not as difficult as the ones I did last time. I'm able to work more on sort of interpretation and expression and things like that rather than just panicking because I can't play the notes yet and I've got so much work to do to learn the technique, to learn the notes. It's a simpler and more kind of pleasant process in a way. But anyway, I've just had a realisation that of course it doesn't matter if my battery goes low and I need this for a rehearsal on a music stand away from a power supply because of course I can just use my power bank, can't I? Which is what I'm doing at the moment. So there we are. I'm doing so much learning at the moment. I know that's only a little thing and these are all only little things, but there's so many little things that these light bulb moments, people call them light bulb moments, don't they? When the penny drops with something and you just inch forward a little bit in life, you progress. And since going back to uni, I've really done that a lot. I mean, I've been doing it for years anyway, because I'm just that sort of person that just nudges myself just a little bit out of my comfort zone. I do it quite deliberately, and I've got an upper limit to it. There's like a kind of out of your comfort zone, the discomfort zone. I think that's where you grow and you develop. But I think if you go too far out of it, like too far into it, then it's too much and it's overwhelming and it can actually send you backwards. This is my own theory. This is not based on psychology. This is just how I feel. You just need a little bit of difficulty level to just put you at your dis-ease. So you kind of got to sink or swim to progress with it, and it forces you to swim. And then, yeah, that's kind of how I feel this 2 years, and I'm really appreciating it, and I'm going to miss it when it's finished. But at the same time, it's just so much. So anyway, I'm going to get back to my practicing now. I'm not tired because I'm just cogitating so much and stopping and starting and taking so many little notes and things. I'm not wearing myself out too much physically. It's good. Yes, and in half an hour, no, 25 minutes, I'll be sat in a rehearsal with a group of people, which is probably only going to be 20 minutes max, and then I'll be heading home. The end of the day. Well, on the plus side, I had a really good practice for the best part of 2.5 hours. While waiting for the contemporary music group practice, which was 3 hours after gamelan finished. It was cancelled and I didn't get the email. I just can't seem to pick up my uni emails at uni. I don't know, it's like my phone is haunted within the building or something. I can't get it through my data, and I can't get it through the uni Wi-Fi. The uni Wi-Fi, when I go on it and then I try to open my email that's from uni, it just says this connection is not secure, and it just refuses to open it. And then I tried to get my data on, and in most areas of the uni there's like a reception shadow and I just can't get into it. Occasionally, very occasionally I do. So, and it was cancelled. But I'm not miffed in the slightest, because I had a very good concentrated practicing session, and there's nothing like thinking you've got a limited amount of time to do something to really make you focus, and so I really focused. So I'm happy with what I got done with that. Anyway, yeah, just waiting for the train, not long to wait. I'm in the shelter because it is just drizzling, just started to drizzle. It's dark already, just getting ready to go home now. I'm home. Do you have that feeling sometimes? You open your front door after you've been out all day and the heating's been off, but because it's so much warmer inside than outside, it feels like you're walking into a heated house. Yeah, I've just had that, but I expect once I cool down a bit, I'll start feeling the chill and actually put the heating on. Do you know, I've got some of that pasta left and I'm thinking, add some prawns, put the whole lot in a frying pan, fry it, add things. I mean, I don't mind frying cucumber in salad. I'm not fussy. In fact, I quite like it, honestly. I think it takes on a new taste and texture. I've got loads more pasta left in the fridge to add to it and supplement it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and guess what? 3 more days left of uni till study week, because we're 1 down now. I had an urge to eat mushrooms as well. Whoa. I've just realised I didn't pick up any butter today while I was out. Well, I didn't really have much opportunity, to be fair, unless I'd gone somewhere on the way back, but I was trudging back with my bags on my back and I was thinking, just want to get home. So I did. Maybe tomorrow. No, actually I won't tomorrow because I'm rehearsing and staying at my boyfriend's tomorrow. I'm not going to film anything tomorrow. You're going to get an upload whenever the next upload is due, but I'm not going to film for this channel tomorrow. I'm going to film for my project tomorrow because I must start it, and that's a video project. So anyway, I need to start eating up all the perishables consciously, you know, in my house, and not worry about eating every last bit up, because I've got so much in my freezer and tins in the cupboard, so I'm not going to starve, even if I end up just finishing off on those for the last day or two. I think I might add some more tomatoes to that mixture. I've got a whole other one of these, look. I went to Asda, they were 60p instead of 85. I mean, it's not that much of a saving really, but I grabbed them anyway. So I've eaten that many today. But they shrink down to nothing, don't they? Yeah, that's just... cut them in half, I think, and add them to the mixture. This is how much of my pasta salad I have left, so I'm just going to dump that in with that, really, and that's going to be my tea. I've added some kikkoman soy sauce, some piri piri chili sauce from Portugal, some lemon juice, and I think it's going to be very yummy. Oh, and I dumped the rest of the pasta in as well. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!